Hey Shetty, it's Brody here from Pacific Toyota in lovely Cairns. Just here to give you a quick virtual tour on this lovely Toyota Hiace van. Now just before I do that, a little bit about us here in Cairns. So obviously, as I mentioned, we are Pacific Toyota here. We do have two used vehicle yards, one where I'm standing at 77 Mulgrave Road, another one about 2 kilometres down our main road at 235 Mulgrave Road. In between the two yards, we stock about 200 to 300 vehicles at one time and try and sell about 200 cars a month anywhere around Queensland and also interstate. As you can see, we do have Toyota Finance available on all our pre-owned vehicles. That's our little showroom just up the stairs there. And obviously, as you can see, we've got a truck sitting out, waiting out here to load up some cars. It'll be one of the two going this week as well. But without going too much further into us, I'll jump straight into the virtual tour of this lovely van. Now, first of all, I'm going to start going through the bonnet. As you can see, there's a couple of very tiny little stone chips. Obviously, you're going to see that on a used vehicle, but I'm going to go through and be as pedantic as I can for you. But as you can see, the paint's really nice on the front bar and the bonnet. Coming through this front right-hand guard, it's all nice and sweet. Heaps of tread left in those tyres there. And as you can see, good ridge tyres as well, so top quality tyre. A couple little scratches around the plastic hub on that one. Now, you can get these replaced if you would like, otherwise it's not going to affect the vehicle as it drives or anything like that. Nice clean underbody. As you can see, there's a couple of light little scratches just in the plastic of the front bar. And obviously you have your front parking sensors through here. Coming around the rest of the front bar, a couple of light little scratches as I mentioned on the front there. Nothing too major to be concerned about. All right, coming down the left-hand side here, heaps of tread left in that one there as well. And again, just some scratching on the outside of that hub. But like I said, if you would like them replaced, you can get them either genuine Toyota, or I think you can even buy them at Autobarn or anything like that. All right, through the glass, there's looks like a bit of dirt or something. I might just try and get a better look at that. So it might be a crack that's been filled in the windscreen there. So we get them repaired by our glass technicians who just drill them and fill them so they get glued up so they won't crack or anything like that. Otherwise, the rest of the windscreen there, all nice and clean. Coming down this front guard, there has been a brush touch done on the car just there that I wanted to make you aware of, but otherwise it still looks all nice and clean. Coming up through the left-hand side now, through this door, that's all nice and clean as well, no scratching or anything like that. A couple of brush touches that have been done on the car as well there, but otherwise it looks all nice and clean. Coming through this rear door here, been a brush touch done there, but otherwise nothing that I can really point out through there. I'll jump into the interior when I make my way around, but through the top here, all nice and clean through this back part. Again, another couple of very light little touch-ups that have already been done on the car, so not something we're going to have to worry about later. Again, a couple of light scratches around that plastic cap. Otherwise, heaps of tread in the back as well. So all four tyres look like they're going to have good tread. The underbody's all nice and clean, and through the paint, it looks all nice and tidy as well. There is a tiny little crack just in the tail light here. If that's a major concern for you, let me know and I can have a look and see if we can get that replaced for you as well. Coming through the back window here, all nice and clean, same as the rear door. And again, a couple of light little marks just in the rear bar there, but nothing to be too concerned about. Obviously, someone just throwing stuff in and out of the back of the van is there to be used for, so it's probably nothing that you're not gonna, I guess, do yourself there. Through the back right-hand side, another little brush touch been done just there. But otherwise all nice and clean throughout the rest of the paint on that one. Heaps of tread left in that last wheel there. And then yeah, just a couple of light little scratches just on that wheel, but otherwise the underbody there, all nice and clean. Coming up through here, just a little bit of bird poo that obviously we will wash out before you do pick up the vehicle. And the rest of that through there is all nice and clean as well. And then through the driver's door, same deal, it's all nice and tidy there as well. So what I'll do is I'll pop the back of the van open and have a look through here first. The van's been set up really well for whoever was using it previously. They've put the genuine floor mat through the back here. Obviously you can see a couple of light little marks around that wheel arch, and obviously to be a used pre-owned van, you're going to expect a couple of those little scratches and stuff like that. But otherwise, looking through here, floor mat's extremely clean through there. It does have that cargo barrier as well in there. So obviously separate you from the cargo in the back. Bit of protection there as well. If you have something loose in the back here and you slam those brakes on, you're going to be protected. All right. Obviously you have the 2 doors either side that open it up, which make it extremely accessible straight through here. And you have that access straight in the back there as well. They've really built these Hiace vans extremely well for trade use or any work use or anything like that. Coming through this right-hand door here, as you can see, it's all nice and clean. A couple of light little marks there, but nothing to be too concerned about. Has got rubber floor mats in the front as well as your vinyl flooring. So this is going to be an extremely easy car to keep clean, as it's all nice and tidy already. Through the seats, they're all nice and clean as well through there for you. Obviously, as I mentioned, that cargo barrier has already been installed through there, so it goes from top to bottom. All right, I'm gonna jump inside and run through a couple of the features of the lovely Hiace van. First of all, I'll just straighten this wheel up for us. All right, so as you can see, 76,735 kilometers. Has just about got a full tank of fuel in there for you as well. Coming through the steering wheel, you got your modes and controls through here. They've built these new shape Hiaces to be more like a car than a van. They drive extremely well. You got all your cruise controller modes through there. Mirror and window controls on the driver's door card. Got your auto high beams and everything through there. Obviously coming through the dash here, that's all nice and clean as you can see. No marks or anything like that through there. And obviously these new shapes, they have an absolutely incredible setup through here. You got your sat nav, Bluetooth, we'll have Apple CarPlay as well. Got your aircon, fan speeds, temperature and modes just there. Auto stop, idle up, and your traction control just sitting in there, and a little bit of storage space there as well. Obviously automatic transmission, making the Hiace an extremely easy car to drive and get around in. Would make any work use really easy. Got a couple of compartments here for your books, anything to help you work with your trade. Obviously a bit of space for your tools and stuff as well if you're using it like that. But otherwise, heaps of space and extremely good condition Hiace van. And as I mentioned, these things drive and sound like a car. So they've put the engine in the front, so you're not hearing that engine underneath the seat anymore in these. So obviously it makes it a really, really nice work vehicle. All right, coming through the book now. Looks like they just haven't had the 10 or the 20 serviced or stamped in there. I'll try and find those services for you, but it's got that 30,000 service there. We've got the next service there at 45,000 kilometers. Then it's serviced again at 66,000 kilometers, and then again at 76,000 kilometers. Pacific Hino's our reconditioning service center, so has just gone through our Toyota mechanics and just been serviced at 76,000. So it's not